Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of UA Eats. I'm UA, and it's once again, it's a really gloomy and rainy day outside in New York and in New Jersey. But on a day like this, I figured now is a good chance to try a place that I've wanted to review on this channel for a long time, Fara Pizza. Now, Fara Pizza is far away, and on top of that, usually I hear that the line is pretty intense, which is why I haven't reviewed it yet, since I gotta go really far out there, really far out into Brooklyn, and then I gotta wait in a long line, so the whole thing's probably gonna be like, maybe like a 2-hour one-way trip and then 2 hours back, I'm guessing, so it's like pretty much like a whole day thing, like a 4-hour like round trip. But today, with the weather and in the middle of the week, I'm thinking that luck might be on our side, so it might be a smaller line today, especially during the week. So we took the train here to the World Trade Station, the Fulton Street Station, from New Jersey here to the Fidei area, and we're gonna catch the 405 to downtown and Brooklyn, not downtown Brooklyn. I accidentally almost said downtown Brooklyn. So, I mean, don't misunderstand me. It's still gonna be pretty far. It's not like Williamsburg. We've been to Brooklyn before, but more so closer to Manhattan, Bushwick or somewhere like that. But this one's gonna be deeper into Brooklyn, which is why it's called DiFara Pizza. All right, that's enough of that today. So let's go catch the train. All right, guys, so we just got off. We're here in Avenue J. We're here at the Avenue J station, and yeah, let's look for this DiFara place. It was definitely quite far. I believe we're in Midwood, Brooklyn, so yeah, we took the MTA quite far. And I rode DiFara away. The joke's getting old, right? And we're in luck because I said that the weather was terrible earlier, but it was raining and it was cloudy and it was quite miserable, but it looks like the sun has come out. So, it's a nice day. We finally have some good lighting, and I brought my umbrella. I guess I'm not gonna need it after all. So it looks like there's quite a lot of options in this neighborhood. I believe that might be Russian. I think that's Russian, yeah. So maybe we can come back here sometime. For some, Russian cuisine. I think that's what that text is. But look, right over there. We just came right out of the station, and there's DiFara. I'm not exaggerating. I literally just stepped right out of the train station right there, and yeah, right there, I believe that's DiFara Pizza. Looking no frills and classic New York slice, just the way I pictured it and just the way that I hear it is. So let's go get a slice. The sun has come out. Time for pizza to, enhance our good mood. All right, here we are at DiFara Pizza. We came quite from far away to try this all the way into Midwood, Brooklyn, and yeah, it's looking quite excellent. The mecca of pizza. What many people, both locals and critics, and some pretty influential people such as Bourdain and Portnoy have called the best pizza in New York. Oh, and actually look, they even have like a crown there. Like, I guess they're proclaiming themselves like the king of New York when it comes to pizza. But yeah, I mean, I just hear from word of mouth that this place is supposed to be pretty good. And I think Anthony Bourdain also called it his favorite New York slice. And I believe One Bite, David Portnoy, he also gave it the highest score, I think like above 9, like I think 9.4 or something. And that's like exceptionally high for him. But now obviously, of course, Bourdain and Portnoy, of course, they're just people, like me, like you and me, they're people with their biases and their personal tastes. So taste is totally subjective. So yeah, I guess we'll just see what my taste is. I mean, looking at the reviews on Google, 4.2 is not super high. Like that's a little mid if I can be honest, but on the other hand, it's possible that maybe its reputation precedes it. Like maybe people's expectations are just too high, if you know what I mean. So, we're gonna keep an open mind. We're gonna be objective, gonna compare it against, normal slices of pizza and try not to be too hyped up about it. So let's check it out.
side to the corner. You're in the middle or two middles and two and two? Have three corners and then...
Hi, I order here?
Yeah.
Sure. So, so the QR code said regular slice, but then it's extra to like add toppings. Is that how it works?
Well, yeah, it's made to order.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll do one regular slice.
Regular slice.
And then I'll do a pepperoni a pepperoni slice.
Okay.
And a square pepperoni slice.
Got it.
So just those three.
So stay there.
For here.
What's your name?
UA, like the letters.
I'm sorry. UA.
Yep, perfect.
Oh, this UA?
Just UA, yep.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah, easy, right?
Yeah. There's cash, there's no fee. Credit is a small fee.
I got cash.
All right, so $17.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys, so we are inside DiFara Pizza. Just ordered, as you just saw, and you know, we're just gonna dive right in. I was gonna wait for everything to come out once. I thought everything was gonna come out once, but at this place, they really are making every slice to order. It's maybe possible that they make a full pie, they have a few left over, maybe they keep that one, but it's not like other pizza joints where they have like, you know, like your, to use like a polar opposite example, you know, like Sbarro, you know, like they have like 20 pies just sitting out and just waiting to reheat, but not even like a bad example like Sbarro. Even most, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, look, see, look, as they're coming, they're giving them to me as they're coming, and they're doing that for everyone. You know, even most other pizza joints in New York, even great ones, you know, usually if you order by the slice, they're pre-made pies and then they're cutting off a piece every time. But here, it really is made to order. So even if you order by the slice, you might have to wait a little bit for it because it's made to order. It's not like pre-made. But all right, so now we have everything. Yeah, so we have all three slices. This is the regular slice, you know, plain slice, always a staple at every spot you go. And just look at how thin this pizza kind of looks. Like if you take a look at it, that one there is a pepperoni slice, same thing, but I think just with some pretty delicious curled pepperoni on top. This is a square slice. I think I ordered this one with pepperoni. I don't see pepperoni on it, but if there was a mix-up, that's okay. I don't mind because it still looks really, really good. Even a regular square slice, I'm sure is gonna be great here. I can just tell by looking at these guys that I'm in for a special time. And it was a 10-minute wait for all three of these to come out. Not just bada bing, bada boom, like at the other pizza joints, even good ones, but I'm excited. So let's dig into this cheese one first. All right, regular slice first. Ooh, just take a look. Look at that crispy bottom. Look at that leopard spotting and crispiness on the bottom. Just look at how thin it is. Look at that char. I mean, middle of the week, but everyone who's coming seems to be like a local or like a regular. So I have a good feeling about this since it's not like everyone here is a tourist. I'm gonna take another bite before I share thoughts. Oh, that is unbelievable. Ooh. Oh, wow. Well, guys, the hype is real for sure. I think that might have been one of the, so far, I only had their cheese slice. That might have been one of the best plain slices I've had so far. I think the best. This slice pretty much has zero flaws. Like everything about it is just great. I mean, everything about it, like nothing is just for show. Like the parm that's in it just tastes so good. Like the parm, it's definitely not that Parmesan from like a bottle, you know, like that Kraft pre-grated Parmesan. Believe it or not, the pre-grated Parmesan that comes pre-grated, it often has wood pulp in it to keep it from clumping. That is good quality Parmigiano Reggiano, probably real Parmigiano Reggiano being grated here and sprinkled on top. The herbs add like a nice, you know, I don't know how to say it, but like herb flavor to the whole thing. So the whole thing's not one dimensional, not just like cheesy and that's it, which is not bad, but it mixes things up. The sauce is zesty, great recipe on the sauce, tastes like fresh tomatoes. But also with like some nice spices in it, like to give it some like zestiness. The cheese has good flavor, not just the Parmesan cheese, like the, you know, like the mozzarella cheese they're using has great flavor. And just check out this crust. Like the crust is just Oh man, like let me, like not only do you see that amazing char, not only do you see that like leopard spotting on the bottom, like nice and crispy but not too crispy like a cracker. Just take a look at how like amazingly like crispy and crumbly this crust is. Oh my goodness. Let's talk more eat. There's a lot of pizza places I like. You know, we've eaten pizza like all the way in New Haven. I really like Best Pizza, also here in Brooklyn. John's of Bleecker Street, so many great spots, but this cheese slice might be the best I've had out of all of them. It was delicious. And when you fold it like that, it's like crispy, crunchy all over. It's like you're eating like a crispy, crunchy calzone. I will just say one thing. I will just say that if you do not like parm, like if you're not a big fan of Parmesan cheese, this probably won't be for you, or at least ask them to hold the parm, because it is very, very parm heavy. And this pepperoni one is also like really parm heavy. So if you don't like parm, at least ask them to hold it. But if you like parm, I personally love Parmesan. So if you love parm, this is gonna be like heaven on earth for you. Wow, just look at that charred crust, just beautiful. It's really like the perfect slice. I'm definitely gonna be back. Like the dough kind of has like its own flavor too, like almost like a slight sweetness. That was out of this world. I completely cleaned the plate on this guy. And you guys know me, right? Like I will say if I don't like something, like I'm always real with you guys on this channel, but I didn't even move on to the other slices. I had to finish this slice while I was eating it. It was just so delicious. Next up, let's do the same regular slice, but this one with pepperoni. And just look at all that parm. Like I said, if you don't like parm, you know, I could see where some of those less good reviews are coming from, because some people just don't like parm that much. So let's try this slice of pep, why don't we? And this one is kind of more wet because I guess the grease from the pepperoni kind of came out and made it less crispy. So I wonder if this one's gonna be less good as a result, because it is quite soggy, to be honest. Yeah, maybe they could have done with like slightly less pepperoni, because they really loaded this guy up. Fine. The pepperoni is really, really good. Like the pepperoni, like they're getting it from a great supplier. I don't know if they're making it here. I kind of doubt that, but maybe they are. But it's like well cured. It's really spicy. I mean, I'm a big pepperoni fan, especially on pizza. And you know how normal pepperoni kind of just tastes like slices of oily goodness? Like it kind of tastes like its own thing, which is great. You know, I love pepperoni for what it is. These pepperoni pieces kind of taste more like slices of spicy sausage in a way, like more oily sausage. Like it really does taste like it's being sliced from like a Italian sausage, but like a more greasy one, and then it curls up like that. Typically when you get like curl on a pepperoni, that's how you know you have good quality pepperoni. I mean, that's what they say at least. So this pepperoni tastes great. Look at that.
Let me help you, Mike.
The only thing though, it was because I ate that first cheese slice first and then moved on to the pepperoni, which was the same thing but just with pepperoni on it. So had I just eaten the pepperoni first, or had I gotten this at like any other pizza shop on earth, I would have been very pleased with this, but it's suffering from comparison to that first, like literally perfect slice. So I got a nitpick. Like everything else is great, it's just that pepperoni, I think it kind of just pushed out some grease, which made the whole slice more floppy, like kind of more soggy. As you can see, like it's just kind of completely like kind of crumbling under its own weight due to the grease. I mean, the flavor is great, but the texture kind of suffered due to the added, while delicious pepperoni, but you know, more greasy pepperoni, which resulted in this. And also the pepperoni is great, but it covers up everything about that eaten regular slice that was fantastic. Like it covers up the delicious cheese, it covers up the zesty tomato sauce. It looks like there's less sauce on this slice, but there was more on the plain slice. It even kind of covers up the parm a little, like it makes the parm like harder to decipher when you eat it, like harder to taste. And even like some of the smoky flavor from like the leopard spotting, you know, the charred parts of the crust are also not as flavorful due to the strong pepperoni. But it's great. I mean, if you like pepperoni, I wouldn't necessarily say I don't recommend this. I mean, what you value is totally up to you. So if you really, really like spicy pepperoni, it might all be worth it. But for my taste, that cheese slice is perfect, like literally perfect. So lastly, let's now try the square slice. And it looks like it's sticking to the foil, so give me a second here, guys. Give me a second as I get this unstuck. Oh. All right, we finally freed it from its aluminum prison. We have rescued the pizza prisoner. Dr. Evil goes foiled again. Nah, see what I did there? But anyways, this one though, like I had to, you know, use a bunch of napkins. This square one is just kind of like protruding a ton of sauce, like everywhere I touch it, even the parts there that look dry are just kind of, it's hard not to get like any of that tomato sauce on your hands. Like it may look relatively neat in here, but it's a very messy slice, believe it or not. So this one though is very, as you can see, it's the exact opposite as that pepperoni slice. That one was more soft and floppy. This one is like very, very hard, like very, very rigid. And hopefully that means it's gonna be nice and crunchy. So now both La Industrie Pizza and Best Pizza in Brooklyn, the place is literally called Best Pizza, they both make really good square slices. So how will this one compare? This one was definitely my least favorite by far too. So let me show you real quick. Not even just nitpicking, I think this one is not necessarily for me. This one, like I said, is just way too saucy. Like I could barely touch it without getting sauce on my hands. But then when you bite into it, you kind of, you know, you just feel that sauce everywhere. It's like when you order pizza and you ask for extra sauce, you're just kind of getting like tomato sauce bombs. It's kind of overwhelming, like it's too wet and, you know, not really pleasant. Like it's way too much sauce and not well balanced. Also, this one, like, it was really, really hard, and I was hoping that meant that it was gonna be crispy. To be honest, it's not really that crispy, or at least parts of it aren't. Like that half is a little more crispy, probably because the bottom part is kind of crispy, but that part there is rather doughy. Like it's almost a little soft on the inside, and not like a pleasant soft, like when you want like pizza dough to be a little bit soft and have some chew. Like it's actually a little bit soft. Like it kind of tastes like dough. Like it almost kind of tastes like that part, if I can be honest, almost tastes almost slightly like it's not cooked through all the way, like it's like slightly raw dough. So that combined with you know, the excess of sauce and yeah, I mean, this one's just very dense and it's just not really for me, I think. Yeah, I guess not everything's gonna be a hit, but let me just say though, the pepperoni, very, very good flavor, although the texture might have suffered, and the cheese, which I annihilated while eating it, I'm just gonna say it, I mean, it was the best slice of pizza I've ever had in my whole life. That one regular slice, that plain slice. So if you come here and you're only gonna get one thing, I would get that. Like maybe try another slice just because you want to try it, but you cannot come here without getting one plain slice. Gonna share some final thoughts outside. Real quick, give me 1 second. Sure. Can I get 2 regular slices to go? Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Enjoy that.
No, very good. I think the regular slice was the best slice I've had in my whole life.
Thank you.
And I've had a lot. Yeah, thank you. All right, guys, so I just finished eating at DiFara Pizza, and it didn't just live up to the hype. It shattered my whole worldview for what pizza can be. I mean, that regular slice was just absolutely delicious. All right, maybe I shouldn't go too far. I don't want to set your expectations too high. That's, that might be part of the reason why they're a 4.2 on Google when they, sorry, there's a lot of traffic, so people are honking their horns and being kind of grumpy. We are in Brooklyn after all. But yeah, it kind of almost significantly raised the bar for me for what I think is even possible from pizza. And yeah, I mean, maybe take, I mean, again, I don't want to set your expectations too high, but it was very, very good. That regular slice, the plain slice was, that was a life-changing slice. That was literally a perfect slice of pizza. It was everything about it was good. I mean, even all the other pizza places that I like and enjoy, you know, around New York or anywhere in the world, I mean, they all have weaknesses. I mean, like Sally's the Beats in New Haven, yeah, it's great, but you know, I kind of wish that the edges were thicker, you know, like the crispy edge, I wish it were thicker for a more fulfilling bite. The Best Pizza Grandma slice, the dough is just fantastic. It's got like both crispiness and like some chew to it, but you know, I guess I kind of wish that there was a stronger sauce presence in that. Like I kind of wish that, like, you mostly taste cheese, you don't taste sauce as much. The plain slice here, the regular slice here is just perfect. Like everything about it was perfect, at least for what I want. And you know, I can see why so many people like it, including some pretty big shot people. Although the other slices I think were a little bit more hit or miss. I think those were less than perfect. I think I can see why it has not like a 4.7, more like a 4.2, because some people probably got like mostly pizzas with toppings like pepperoni, or maybe they got like the square slices. The square slice I just really did not like at all, if I can be honest. Like it wasn't bad, it was just like really not that great, if I can be honest. Like really, I mean, I found it kind of messy and chaotic. But if you just come here and get the regular slice, I mean, I feel like they figured out perfection with the regular slice, and then everything, hey, they're trying to upgrade the regular slice, and they're, you know, once it's perfect, don't fix it. So I think that's kind of what's happening at this place, is that they have a perfect pie, but then, you know, they have to allow customization, so therefore that allows other pies to be less than perfect. But get the regular slice, and I don't want to guarantee it, but I think 90% of people in the world will enjoy it. So, but anyways guys, that's gonna be it for this vid. We made a very long journey here to Brooklyn, all the way from New Jersey, and it was 100% worth it. I mean, that was like a life-changing experience, that slice of pizza. And if you're a pizza enthusiast, I encourage you to make this trip as well, this pilgrimage to Pizza Mecca. So anyways, I'm gonna head back home now, or I guess we'll see. Maybe, you know, maybe we can stick around and explore the neighborhood for a bit. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. If you've been to DiFara Pizza, let me know if you think it lives up to the hype, if it's your favorite pizza place, or if you have a place that you prefer. Let me know in the comments, because great minds eat alike. And if you like my vids, as always, like and subscribe. That way you stay up to date whenever I post another video. And I got 2 slices. These aren't for me, these are for Tina, because I want her to experience what I experienced. Although it probably won't be as good as fresh, but hopefully it'll still be pretty good. So anyways, until next time, I'll see you later.